Hundreds of acres are burning on a wildlife refuge south of Socorro right now. It's a refuge that's largely invaded by a non-native plant that has caused problems. Now that plant is going up in flames, and we're told that's a good thing. News 13's Madeline Schmidt is live at the Bosque del Apache Wildlife Refuge with more. Madeline?
Yeah, well, Cam, take a look at this fire behind me. It's called the San Pascal Fire, and we've watched it move to the north, then back to the south, and now to the north again. It's burned at least 700 acres so far, most of those acres filled with salt cedar. Tearing through a beautiful piece of south central New Mexico landscape.
Right now, I think we have a good plan in place, good tactics that are being used.
The San Pascal Fire sparked Independence Day around 3 in the afternoon, likely by a lightning strike.
Right now, we're just working on containment lines and trying to keep it within those containment lines using dozers and the resources out there.
As daunting as these flames might look, this fire isn't necessarily a bad thing.
What's burning right now is primarily salt cedar forest right along the Rio Grande.
Salt cedar is an invasive, non-native plant from Asia first brought to the U.S. for erosion control. But it quickly became a nuisance as it grows rapidly and is extremely dense.
And the refuge has been working for decades to remove the salt cedar and restore the native habitats.
It takes over, keeping native cottonwoods and willows from thriving. An 80-acre patch of salt cedar was removed from the Bosque del Apache Wildlife Refuge back in February over the course of 6 weeks. This open area now acting as a northern fire break for the San Pascal blaze. And as luck would have it, the troublesome plants that are burning now were being eyed for removal next.
If we're able to get back in there and do some resource management afterward, we should be able to restore it to a native bosque habitat.
Now, the salt cedars are also a poor habitat for the bird species that nest here in the refuge. So with these plants burning, really in the long run, it will create for a better ecosystem for the wildlife here. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Madeline. Now, another reason the salt cedar is considered a nuisance is the outrageous amount of water it sucks up. It's estimated that 1 acre of salt cedar will use 2.8 million gallons of water in 1 year.